The vibrations didn't destroy the bridge, but it was the buildup of the resonance that in the end made the oscillations so enormous that everything collapsed. Everywhere in an audio system you have to do with vibrations. Even the smallest components inside the circuitry boards vibrate. And those vibrations can be heavy, like from a loudspeaker, or it can be from the motor in a CD player or the chassis of a turntable and so on. And the vibrations are not that scary. What's mainly scary is when the vibrations go into resonances. I think many of us have seen the video of the Tacoma Bridge that breaks down because it went into very heavy oscillations. So the vibrations didn't destroy the bridge, but it was the buildup of the resonance that in the end made the oscillations so enormous that everything collapsed. And of course in the industry you find many different ways of trying to sort of solve this problem. And one of those that you see very often is trying to isolate vibrations. And you can do that by putting your electronics on top of some soft material, like rubber absorbers. The soft material will absorb the vibrations for a very, very short time, but it will not make them go away. And then all the vibration will be returned into your component, out of phase, out of timing, and that means that you are really building heavy resonances inside your electronics. Another way to try and fix it is by placing your electronics on a very heavy surface, like concrete or marble or whatever you can find that is really heavy, but that has no chance in stopping the vibration energies because you will feel the vibrations anywhere in the whole house. That's how heavy those vibrations are. So what we always try to do is sort of ground the electronic component, drain out the vibrations wherever we can. So what we do at Ansys is use what we call DARCs. And DARCs are grounding devices for all your components. And the DARCs in this case is sort of where you drain out the vibrations without sending anything back into your electronics. And they work by having 3 discs that are separated by, in this case, titanium balls. So you got 2 times 3 titanium balls sitting in here. And that means that the disc can vibrate individually. It allows your electronics to still keep the liveliness of the material it's built from. It's not sort of killing the sound. It's not a dead material. It allows the vibration to escape. And so you have no buildup of resonances. We got 4 different quality levels. And we do have that because the tone of the material, the surface we use, has a big influence to the performance you can get by using the DARCs. When you use the standard DARCs, you will simply put them underneath your electronic. That could be your amplifier. You must put them directly underneath the chassis, so they are in direct contact with the chassis and the surface on which you place your amplifier. You can also have the DARCs adjustable. And here you can actually adjust the height of the DARCs itself. They're simply great because you can balance out so you have the speaker resting evenly on all 4 footers. And you can actually also use them if you got spikes underneath your speaker. You simply have a hole in the middle where the spikes fit right in. It will also take a lot of different footers that can go straight in, and it will still be standing solid on the floor. We also got DARCs for putting underneath cables, because cables are also building up resonances. Especially the long cables like speaker wire have a problem here. You can start out with having 2, one where the cable hit the floor the first time coming from the amp, and another one where it sort of hits the floor coming from the speaker. Then you can add more if you want to, and you increase the effect. And that means that your bass will be more defined, more precise, more accurate. And remember, it's not so much the vibration, it's more the buildup of resonances that are dangerous for the performance out of your audio system. It's always more important to focus on the optimization of your setup than the individual components. So even with an affordable system, you can get it to perform at a much, much higher level if you do this right.